Hey folks, welcome back to Brisket Medic. Today we're going to be doing a brisket on our Masterbuilt 1050. It's a beautiful, one of those halfway summer, autumn mornings. It's kind of cool this morning. It may get up to about 80, so football season's going on. The lawn's freshly cut. Man, I think it's going to be a good day to smoke a brisket and enjoy family time. If you want to smoke a brisket at home and enjoy delicious craft barbecue flavor, and you may be a little intimidated, this is the video for you because we're going to teach you how to make craft style barbecue at home so you can enjoy your family, get things done throughout the day. Let's dive in. So I've already got our Masterbuilt 1050 loaded with our Smokey Woods BBQ lump charcoal and some pecan chunks. That's just my preferred method of doing it. You can really take this recipe and cook it on anything. We've got a select brisket here from XL. But notice all the striations in here. You can find a pretty decent select brisket. They are out there. Remember, they don't judge the cow by their brisket. They judge them by their a single cut of ribeye. And so you can get some really good quality briskets at a cheap price. This is about a 14 pounder, and it's a really big boy. We're going to get it out of the package here. Trash put away, and we're just going to do a light trim to it. We're not going to go super aggressive with this. We're doing a backyard brisket. This one is actually a decent shape already. We're just going to take some of this fat off the top side here. This is going to be cooking fat side up, but this is going to be cooking down. So because we're going to be doing Texas style, because we are in Texas and we're talking craft barbecue. We're not talking about anybody else's. Texas is the king. We're not going to get super aggressive with it. We're just going to go in here and get some of this top cap. There's a pretty good layer of fat here. Now, I'm not going to chase it because at times this will go down into a kind of a vein of fat. I don't want to chase it down too much and destroy our brisket, but we're just going to take some of this off the top. Again, nothing too aggressive here. Just keeping it simple. Not really worried about the silver skin. All we're going to worry about is the saturation, so the fat and the shape. So saturation, shape, we're skipping silver skin because this isn't really a competition brisket. All right. Fairly simple on that side. See that edge there, all that loose fat? We're going to end up taking that off. This kernel here where the two meats separate, we're just going to shave that down. We're going to do two things here. We're going to help the aerodynamics of the brisket because there's a lot of airflow in a good smoker that's ran properly. To have a good clean fire, you got to have good clean amounts of airflow. And then what we're going to do is, see that sharp corner there? We're just going to take that off. We're going to round it over some and leave it at that. I could really dig in here and start rounding this off and making it really smooth and curved and all that. But we're not doing that today. We're keeping it simple. I can feel there's a good amount of fat right here, probably a decent amount right here, decent here, but all this looks really good and feels really good. But see that little gouge there? That's all going to burn. This is all going up to the top. So we're going to just trim that off a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. I'm going to take some off of this. It feels pretty thick fat. Yeah. And when we're doing that, we're kind of shaping this end up a little bit. Keeping those sharp edges off. And we're not going to get too intense with shaping because we got some stuff over here we'll cut off. But I want to focus right here where this nice thick fat is. I'm just going to take a little bit off this edge and see if that cap wraps around, and it does for the most part wrap around. So we're going to keep following this around, there we go. Beautiful. All right, so we see how our fat is laid out for the most part. So we're just going to follow that. and flatten this side out. And at the same time we're flattening it out, we're taking off these large accumulations of fat that just aren't going to render down properly or evenly. I think it's time I sharpen my knife here. These are some of my favorite trimming knives. These are fillet knives that I buy when I go fishing down on the coast, and I always buy extras because I don't want to use the ones that I use for fishing on fillet. And even though I clean them and wash them, I just don't like doing that. But these are super cheap when you go out and get bait from people that catch their own bait, and they use them on their own ships when they're out catching bait, and the charter guys use them. And it's because they're cheap, but they're good, and they hold a good edge for a long time. Anyways, all right, we're going to spin it around. We're going to get this side done next, and then we're done trimming. We'll get ready to put some seasoning on it. See that flap right there? That's the point. Not really the mohawk. It could be if they just trim this brisket kind of strange at the butcher shop. That could be that mohawk. It just kind of seems a little far to the edge. All right, so this isn't a competition brisket trim again. We're just getting all these loose edges off. Just make it a home cook, a simple home cook. I still got mosquitoes out here. All right, and that's it. So we're going to take our trash, we're going to get it out of the way, and we're going to get ready to season. All right, guys, we've got our Masterbuilt 1050 loaded up and lit with Smokey Woods lump charcoal and some pecan chunks. So we're going to be seasoning this up. Now, just liberally season this. So we got this brisket nice and seasoned up. You can use your favorite seasoning. Make sure you hit all the sides. I did the bottom side first, which is that lean side. Really, really heavy. You can see how heavy this is coated. Remember, you're just getting slices like this, so that band of flavor is really going to be mostly in that small 1/4 inch edge all the way around your brisket. I use Texas Old Dust Black Gold. It's a friend of mine, Aaron Leslie. I love it on all things beef, really, and absolutely love it on brisket. Our smoker's getting up to temp. I did go ahead and light it up. It's not up to temp yet, but I am going to throw this on there while it's gaining some momentum so that this can catch some extra smoke, just a little bit of dirty smoke, not a lot. And then the rest of the time it's going to be nice and clean smoke. I put a foil pan of water underneath it so that it'll protect the bottom and keep that relative humidity high in the cook chamber. So let's get this moved over there and get this cook started. All right, fat side up, directly over that water pan. Get it nice and flat. That's still a really good sized brisket. I did a light trim on it. Really not an aggressive trim. It still has a great shape, good fat layer, and I bet this is still sitting right around 12 to 13 pounds. It was 14 and a half when we started. So I'm going to let this finish getting up to temp. Again, we're setting it at 275, and then I'm not going to touch it again for about 3 hours and just leave it alone and not worry about it. So in 3 hours, we'll come out here, check it out. All right, folks, we're 3 hours in. Let's go ahead and take a check and see how our brisket's looking. Oh, it looks really good. Starting to get a little bark formation there. Looking nice, looking nice. A little glisten because we're keeping that relative humidity up. It's going to be good. I'm going to shut this down and check on it in 2 more hours. 5 hours in. I think I'm going to give it another 3 or 4 hours before I wrap it. We'll go from there. It is the next day. This brisket has been resting all night. So after just over 9 hours last night of cooking this brisket at 275 degrees, remember it was 13-ish pounds, we decided to wrap it up into some butcher paper. I added some beef tallow on it, wrapped it up nice and tight, set it back in my Masterbuilt 1050, and set that for 150 degrees. Let it cool down, open the lid up, let it cool down. I didn't want to overcook it. And now it's been sitting in there for almost 12, 13 hours, somewhere in there. And it's time for us to slice it and enjoy it for lunch. So we're going to pull it out. I'm going to let you see me slice it up, and we'll try it, Show you how it went. When the paper's soaked like that, you know it's good. So let's get this opened up. See how she looks. Like Christmas morning, opening up the best present. The bark looks real good. Look at that beautiful, beautiful brisket. Feels nice and soft on the bottom. Those juices, man. I don't want to lose all those juices. Don't want to do it. So let's set that to the side, maybe. Get all those juices. Yes. You know what? Let's just do this for y'all. Just for y'all. Boy, howdy. This is nice brisket. Man, that thing. It's just gorgeous. Nice and floppy, still holds up under its own weight. That's a thick cut. That's a really thick slice. I started kind of thin on top, thickened it out, pulls apart. Let's taste it. Salty, peppery, beefy brisket. It's absolutely delicious, guys. Make sure you try this recipe out. Try the steps out. Use your favorite rubs. Use whatever smoker you want. Just make sure you're keeping it moist. You're keeping the direct heat off of it when you're cooking it for this duration. And you're gonna have a delicious craft style brisket at home that your family, your neighbors, your friends are all gonna love. You're gonna impress folks with this one. You're gonna love it. Make sure you drink more water. You hit like and subscribe. Tell somebody you love them. Be nice to somebody. This one's for Charlie.